Okay then, a little bit more from me and that'll be it for the day. Big sporting news of the day. There's not much today, so I would suggest it's probably Chelsea. After another awful night for the club, what would my take be on Lampard? Well, I did mention last week that I couldn't understand why they brought him back. For all he's the prodigal son. I still don't understand it. Well, it wasn't last week, it was 2 weeks ago when the channel started. Results are proving I was probably correct, but that said, I'm not sure there's many who could have turned it around in its current situation. But all I see is a manager who did reasonably well at, was it Derby? If memory serves, and I might be wrong about this, but if memory serves, he spent a good few quid, more than most teams in the division did, more than they should have done, because I think they got in trouble later over the financial fair play, or if they didn't, they at least owed a lot of money. He didn't do... I thought he did badly at Chelsea his first time. It wasn't horrendous, because I've seen the stats the other day. The win percentage wasn't horrendously bad, but he didn't do great there. He wasn't going to take them to the places they wanted to go to, so they got rid. But that said, he couldn't have been expected to. I mean, he had no experience. He's brand new to the job. You know, he needs to be given a chance. He needs to work his way up to a job like that. He went to Everton, where, well, my son-in-law's an Everton fan, and my son-in-law thinks he did deplorably. He likes him as a person, but he just doesn't see him as a manager. Now, Everton's been a poison chalice for a good few years now, so whoever's gone there, nobody's done well. You've got a really good manager there now in Dyche, and he's struggling somewhat. And I don't know, I think after the weekend results at, was it Norwich or Fulham? I always get mistaken. Anyway, after the weekend result, the 3-1 reverse, I never thought they would go down. I think there's a really massive chance now Everton may go. That was one of the easier games they've got on the running. They had it, I think they were at home. The other team's best player, the only real goal scorer they possess, is banned. So it was an ideal chance of 3 points for them. You'd have expected at least a point in the situation they're in. They got nothing. I think Everton are going to struggle. I just can't see where the goals are going to come from. But Chelsea, that's what we're on about now, Chelsea. I don't know, I just thought it was strange. You know, why interim? As I said a couple of weeks ago, if they weren't going to go down, which I'm sure they weren't, well, I thought at the time they weren't, there's now that ever such a slight chance as they may be dragged into it and may go down. I'm sure they'll probably just have enough to stay up because of some points they've got in the bank. But I don't see the way that they're playing, and with the lack of confidence within the dressing room and the fact that the owner's meddling like nobody's business, I don't see him getting many more points this year. The thing that might be in the favour is these teams right at the bottom that might get as many or even less than Chelsea. So hopefully, well, I say hopefully, I'm not bothered if they go down, although they're a big team. So I would imagine Chelsea are going to stay up, but I'm pretty certain they would have stayed up with Potter. You know, if you really needed to get rid of him, as I said, why pay him off? Because that's what they've had to do, or pay him off so early. Why then give Lampard and his crew, because he'll have brought some backroom staff in, the extra money that he didn't need to give, although I know it's a pittance compared to what they've been spending. But you're bringing him in for, 10 or 12, 14 games, then you're getting rid of everybody, unless he'd have turned it round, which was, in my mind, never going to happen. And I just think you're going to start next season in a lot worse position than you would have done had either Potter stayed till the end of the season, or if when they got rid of Potter they brought in the manager they want for next year. You know, I mean, there's even talk now of sacking the interim manager, i.e. sacking Lampard early and then bringing somebody else in. But I mean, if they're going to do that, I mean, it just makes them a bigger laughingstock than they already are. Why bring him in to start with? I mean, a part of me feels sorry for the guy. You know, I mean, he's the prodigal son. He's well loved. He's obviously going to want to do fantastic for his team. He played for many a year, scored many a goal there, many appearances. He loves them as much as they love him. You know, and all I think this will do is it taint his reputation? It'll probably do that. It'll make it harder for him to get another job, certainly a higher profile job. But then again, I would suggest he doesn't look for a higher profile job. I'd be looking, if I was Frank, at League 2, what is it, the Championship, or even League 2? Is it League 2? League 1, sorry. I'd go as low as you can go within reason. You know, earn your can, learn how to manage. Maybe get someone as a number 2 behind you, someone like maybe Harry Redknapp. Redknapp could be ideal for somebody like Lampard. You know, somebody who's been there, done it before, bought the T-shirt. He could even do a 3-day week with him, because obviously he's of an age now where he probably doesn't want to pull his tripod every day. But Redknapp for 3 days a week with him there, working with him there, could help him tremendously. You know, and he can come back a better manager and progress up the managerial ladder. I think that's what's needed for him. I really do, you know. Cloughy started nowhere. Fergie started nowhere. Most of them do. There's very few managers go straight for a top job or get, you know, the chance of a top job within sort of no time. But if I was a Chelsea fan, I'd be worried now. I'd be very worried now. Anyway, that's my thoughts. As usual, whether you like them or not, they're my thoughts. Comments below. If you like, great. If you don't, let me know.